Shadows in the Treehouse. Beginning, a home of secrets. When the Jenkins family moved into their new house on the edge of a quiet suburb, the discovery of a weathered treehouse tucked away in the backyard filled 10-year-old Ethan with excitement. The wooden structure, nestled high in the branches of a sturdy oak, seemed like a world of its own. It smelled of sap and damp leaves, and the ladder creaked ominously under Ethan's weight as he climbed to claim his new kingdom. "Careful, bud," his father called from below. "That thing looks older than me." "It's fine, Dad," Ethan shouted back, thrilled by the height and the view. From the small square window, he could see the fields behind their property stretching endlessly under a cloudy sky. The treehouse was simple: 4 walls, a roof, and a hatch for the ladder. Inside, carved initials and symbols marked the wooden planks. Someone had been here before, long ago. One carving, deep and deliberate, caught Ethan's eye. "The Marshmallow Man watches." "Who's the Marshmallow Man?" Ethan asked his mom at dinner. His mom laughed, shaking her head. "Probably some imaginary friend from whoever built that old thing." "Or the ghost of a marshmallow," teased Ethan's older sister Sarah, earning a glare. That night, Ethan lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering about the carvings. The wind outside rustled the branches, and the treehouse creaked faintly, like it had a voice of its own. Middle. Whispers in the dark. Over the next few weeks, Ethan spent every spare moment in the treehouse. He brought up his favorite books, snacks, and even a flashlight for late-night adventures. But the excitement dimmed when he began finding notes tucked into the cracks of the treehouse walls. The first note was scribbled on a yellowed scrap of paper. "Do you like marshmallows?" Ethan thought Sarah was playing a prank and crumpled it up. But then more notes appeared. "I see you. Let's play a game." The handwriting was shaky, almost childlike. Ethan confronted Sarah, but she swore it wasn't her. One evening, Ethan's dad came to check on him. "Why don't you play inside today?" he asked, his eyes scanning the treehouse uneasily. "But Dad, someone keeps leaving notes," Ethan insisted, showing him the latest one. It read, "Don't tell anyone, or he'll come for you." His dad's face paled. "It's probably just some neighborhood kid trying to mess with you. Don't worry about it." But Ethan couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was watching him. The old man at the window one stormy night as thunder rumbled and rain lashed the windows. Ethan woke to a soft tapping sound. He froze, heart pounding, as the sound grew louder. It was coming from his window. Gathering all his courage, Ethan pulled back the curtain and screamed. An old man with hollow eyes and a gaunt face was staring back at him. His lips moved soundlessly, and his bony hand tapped against the glass. Ethan's parents rushed in, flipping on the lights, but by then the man was gone. They called the police, but no one was found, not even footprints outside. The imaginary friend. A week later, things took a darker turn. Sarah's younger friend, 8-year-old Ben, came over to play. When they weren't looking, Ben wandered into the backyard and climbed into the treehouse. When they found him, he was sitting cross-legged on the floor, talking to someone. "Who are you talking to, Ben?" Sarah asked. "Jake," Ben replied matter-of-factly. "He's my new friend. He said he lives here." Sarah laughed it off, but Ethan felt a chill crawl up his spine. From that day on, Ben refused to come over, claiming Jake didn't want anyone else in his treehouse. Climax. A night of terror. One night, Ethan awoke to hear muffled voices outside. Heart racing, he crept to the treehouse with a flashlight. Inside, shadows danced across the walls, and a deep guttural voice muttered something unintelligible. When Ethan shone his light, the beam caught the silhouette of a frail child crouched in the corner. "Who's there?" Ethan demanded, his voice trembling. The figure turned slowly. Its face was pale and hollow, with blackened eyes that seemed endless. It raised a finger to its lips, whispering, "Shh, he's watching." Ethan bolted for the house, screaming for his parents. When they returned with the police, the treehouse was empty, but the word "run" had been carved into the wooden floor. Shadows linger. The treehouse was dismantled the next day. Ethan's family decided it was time to move again. They left the neighborhood, But Ethan never forgot the treehouse or the marshmallow man. Years later, as an adult, Ethan visited the old property out of curiosity. The tree was still there, gnarled and ancient, but the treehouse was gone. Or so he thought. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. If you like the story, make sure you hit the like button, do comment, share with your friends and family.